Feels good after an 8-month break. Just like that, we're back with another exciting high school football season, which means another season of Football Friday. Shane right here alongside my teammate, Yanni Karakis. Yanni, this is an interesting time of the year always because every team out there has one thing, and that's expectation heading into the season.
It's been a long summer, Shane, of grinding through those practices, coaches adjusting their depth charts, implementing philosophies, and finally getting a glimpse of what they can preach and put into motion tonight. Preseason classics are so-called Week 0.
Yeah, all exhibition games tonight until the start of next week. But we do start with our game of the week. The neighbors of Benjamin heading across the street to Dwyer tonight. And Benjamin making that short trip. Panthers' new head coach Willie Smith Jr. was a Benjamin assistant the last 4 seasons. Scoreless first quarter, Benjamin's Jaden Vega throws a beautiful pass to Joshua Smith, making it a 1st and goal, and Vega finds Smith here for the touchdown. Those two in stride. The Bucs take an early lead here in the first quarter. More from the Bucs offense. Vega moving to his left nicely, throws a beautiful pass to their tight end who gets some big yards down the sideline, stays in bounds. Bucs now 1st and goal, and Vega's going to find his man once again for the touchdown to make it a 14-0 lead. Benjamin beats up on Dwyer 28-7.
All right, up to the Treasure Coast, Vero Beach with the early season senior night hosting Palm Beach Gardens. A packed house for this one. And the debut of 14-year-old freshman QB Wonderful Champ Mons IV, who has offers from every program in the state prior to playing a single high school snap. His first drive at QB, driving the Fighting Indians down the field. Jannard Young on the carry, going for big yards and a 1st down. Then Mons will keep this one himself. Pump fakes, escapes the pocket, gets to the sideline. That's another Vero 1st down. At the goal line, a direct snap to Afion Rivers. He's listed as a linebacker, but he has an offensive touchdown. We like to see that. 2nd quarter now. Vero hands it to Josh Lansaport, who gets outside, and he finds pay dirt to make it 14-0 Indians. Meanwhile, the defense stout all night, holding Gardens out of the end zone. How about this score? Indians dominant, 41-0.
Vero looking good. Somerset Canyons with a program best 7 wins last year. They get South Fork and Boynton tonight. Cougars up big to start the 3rd quarter. South Fork going for it on 4th down, but they decided to run it. The Somerset defense says, no, we are closed for business. Stuffs the runner for the turnover. Next Cougars possession, Jaden Harrington has time to pass, launches it deep. Showing off that arm to Jaden Phipps at the other end, makes the catch for the touchdown. Somerset in mid-season 4, making it 42-0. South Fork looking for any good news. They get some on this play. The Cougars fumble, Bulldogs recover, but the damage is done as Somerset wins it 42-8. Well, a much better season for Palm Beach Lakes last year with 4 wins after going winless. We all remember that season before.
Yeah, the Rams on the TC tonight at John Carroll, who had a down year last year, just 3 wins following a playoff season. A battle of the Rams, but this one dominated by the home team Rams. John Carroll up 35-0 at the break, running clock in the 2nd half, and they were running after that Lakes quarterback. Big defensive stop, maintaining that shutout. Carroll moving the ball easily. Jax Van Name finds Jacob Morales, who makes a few defenders miss, picking up some big yardage later in the drive. Van Name with a beautiful pass to Jaden Pittman, who hauls in the grab. 42-0 John Carroll. Lake does avoid the shutout. Anthony Palmer on the direct snap takes it in for the touchdown. But John Carroll impressive on their home field, 49-6.
SSAC 3A state champion Oxbridge hosting Palm Beach Christian. Thunderwolves finished their season with 4 straight wins after starting 0-5. No score in the first. The ball goes over the head of the punter. There's a mad dash for the ball in the end zone. Ooh. And look, it's Oxbridge who comes up with it. Liam Gutsanti recovers the ball, and Thunderwolves, they have the early lead. That lead did not last very long, Yanni. Ensuing kickoff. Go on, Ingram takes it up the left sideline, gets a couple blocks, and he's gone. The return touchdown and 2-point conversion gives the Saints an 8-7 lead. Oxbridge would try to answer, but Dorian Fauntleroy's pass picked off Malachi Miller. Yes, it is Miller time. Heading the other way, taken down deep in Oxbridge territory. A few plays later, Derek Flanders with a precision pass over the middle. Ryan Ferdinand, he has it for the Saints touchdown. Palm Beach Christian, watch out for them this year. They win it 32-27. All right, coming up after the break, Park Vista tries to send a message to Kings Academy, and we head back to the TC as the Titans try to get their season started right. You're watching Football Friday on WPBF 25. Welcome back to Football Friday. A second-round playoff exit after a 9-win season has Kings Academy itching to get back to the postseason this year.
Yeah, the Lions in 2A District 11 this season with just two other teams in Lick Grove and Somerset Canyons.
All right, they were in Lake Worth tonight facing Park Vista. Lions enjoying a 28-0 lead. They'd add to it in the third. Joe Daly, one of the best quarterbacks in our area and certainly someone to watch this year. This is part of the reason why.
Woo!
The play breaks down and Daly takes off.
Like
Nothing
Josh
but
Allen.
Right. Daylight ahead for Daly. 75-yard touchdown. Add that to 4 passing touchdowns, 5 on the night for him. Park Vista trying to get something going to respond, but this pass down the field is going to be intercepted by Sammy LaBoy. And boy, oh boy, does Sammy have some wheels. Hits the corner. He's gone for a pick 6. Kings Academy rolling over their opponent 49-7.
Treasure Coast still trying to get over that bit of a playoff hump. Always great in the regular season, hosting Lake Wales at South County Stadium. First half we go. Highlanders to be Bryson Leviotis. Quick strike to Cornelius Purdy. He goes in easy for the touchdown, 7-0 Lake Wales. We know TC likes to run the ball, but here looking downfield on the pass, that is intercepted by the Highlanders DB, and he is heading the other way. Up the sideline he goes. Lake Wales up 14-0 in the first half. Titans know getting the offense going. Jaden Roberts, nice piece of running. They get it to a 1-score game, but a big special teams moment on the TC kickoff. Rashawn Deuce Pugh on the return, and he's going to go all the way. That was the difference in this one. Lake Wales 23-14 over Treasure Coast.
Jupiter Christian had their season ended by NSU University School in the first round of the playoffs last season. They get a rematch tonight. How about that? Third quarter. NSU is up 6-0, and their quarterback, Jaden Miller, throws a beautiful pass here up the sideline. Going to tiptoe and make that catch to give them a first down, and then Miller is back at it, this time going over to the left side. But watch it, tip once, tip twice, and it's picked off. Josh Joseph, look at the concentration as he gets an interception, but NSU would get the ball back, and Miller, buying some time, throws a nice pass here across to the left side, a sliding grab for the touchdown. 2-point conversion makes it good. It's 14-0. NSU will go on to win it 14-6.
Spanish River turned some heads last year with 7 wins, hosting Lake Worth and Boca, and the Sharks circling the waters early. Chance Smith handles the high snap. He's going to go down the left side, and watch this catch by Blake Wallace. Climbing the ladder, makes the grab for the touchdown. There were 3 teams in this classic. Port St. Lucie also taking part. Now all these teams, I like the celebration, ready for week 1 next week.
And that's where our community champion was, by the way, tonight, honoring Dr. Lisa Harrison at Spanish River, this week's community champion. The team says she works tirelessly to ensure eligibility, daily study hall for the team. In addition to that, she is a team mom. She coordinates all the fundraisers, all the rosters, the scheduling, the pregame meals, the postgame snacks. She's a mentor, she's a confidant, she's a mom to all the players. Also working the concession stands on Fridays for the JV game. Give her a medal. She's our community champion of the week. And our play of the week coming from Jupiter Christian. Remember it? Just saw it. Josh Joseph. Supreme concentration. The ball going off not 1 but 2 players. Makes the catch. But Jupiter Christian did fall in this game 14-6. Still a great grab by that young man.
All right, let's check our scoreboard. A good one. Martin County and Seminole Ridge. We expect both these teams to be in the hunt for the playoffs. The Tigers with a 3-point win, 20-17. Royal Palm Beach with a big night, 52-7 over Olympic Heights.
And Wellington coming to play on this night, 42-0 over Suncoast. American Heritage Del Rey with a 43-6 big win over Coral Springs. I would like to see Coral Springs. Coral Springs charter. That's a little different than Coral Springs, but still a big win for them. And Garcia in their second year now. Look at this, beating Okeechobee 21-12. A great win for Dr. Joaquin Garcia.
Was that on the blue turf of Garcia, or was that way up in Okeechobee?
It was in Okeechobee. So looking forward to see Garcia back on their turf. And anything impressed you tonight?
I was at the Vero Beach game. Very impressive. Big win over Palm Beach Gardens. Gardens is always going to be fine, but Vero really impressed me. How about you?
Kings Academy. Kings Academy is always that team that kind of gets over the hump as far as the regular season is concerned. They did start well. Joe Daly looks good, man. Lefty quarterback. He
buy
can
your
move.
Joe Daly stock.
Buy the stock. He had 4 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground. A pretty impressive run. Not just a guy that can use his arm, a guy that can also put the ball on the ground and take off when he needs to. So I'm impressed by Kings Academy as well.
And we don't try to overreact too much to week 0, you know. It is, after all, preseason, but good stuff tonight. All the highlights will be on WPBF.com in just a couple minutes.
All right, we're just getting the engines warm for Football Friday on this season. We're going to go for week 1 next week, where we'll be in mid-season form. We'll see you then.